Hello viewers, 4DIYers here with another video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be reviewing this automotive circuit probe and breaker finder kit from VDiagTool. This is their V200 Pro model, and a link to this will be included in the video description. To start off, this is the 2-in-1 tool kit. It's able to test circuits and find breaks in wiring, making it extremely handy for 12 volt and 24 volt systems. With this tool, you're able to test if a circuit is open or closed, trace wiring, test voltage, diode test, resistance test, determine polarity, continuity, test grounds, activate components, and find broken wires. Opening the box, everything comes neatly packed in a hard plastic case. We have a manual to go through all the features, settings, and some basic tutorials for testing. Definitely take the time to read this if you are new to electrical diagnostics or this tool. Opening the case, we can see everything you need is inside. I have been playing around with this tool, so some of the components have been moved. First, you'll have the ground and power clamps that plugs into the meter. This is to provide power at all times for the meter to do diagnostics. Next is the 12 volt cigarette lighter output style plug. This is the second option to provide power. This is the 20-foot extension cable, which allows you to have reached pretty much anywhere on a vehicle or trailer. Here's the handheld tester. This too has a 20-foot cable, and included is the extra alligator clips for other forms of testing. It has 4 different testing modes. This includes DC voltage, AC voltage, resistance, and diode testing. We have a momentary power and ground switch test, red mode switch button, LCD display, loudspeaker at the bottom, probe port with 2 LED lights. There's a small polarity indicator at the bottom of the LCD screen that'll show in a moment, and a switch further down on the cable to select other modes. As for the probe, this simply slides into place. Next is the circuit breaker finder. This has a speaker at the front, sensitivity controller on the side, momentary switch to activate the tester, and a flexible antenna to maneuver in different areas. There is also a headphone jack at the bottom of this. Now I was testing this out on a vehicle. Make sure the battery has the proper voltage. In this case, I have a charger hooked up. Then go ahead and connect the larger clamps to the battery. As an alternative route, we can use the cigarette lighter in the vehicle as long as it's on. Push the selector switch on the tester's cable to the number 1 position to turn on the tester. As you can see, the LCD screen illuminates, and this will take a second to load. Once on, it defaults to the DC voltage setting. You can then use the red button to scroll through the different modes. Each of these modes are located at the top of the LCD screen. Touching the top of the battery post, the screen and the small LED indicator will either light up red or green to show if your testing source is positive or ground. Red is for positive, green is for ground. As an example, this is great for testing fuses in a fuse box. You can go through testing the small probe on the fuse test port to determine if that circuit is getting power and to check if that fuse is in working condition. The circuit will need to be activated for this. If you find there is no power at the fuse, then you will most likely need to turn the ignition to the on or run position. I'm moving on to a small engine for a second example. Again, is hooking up those battery terminals. We can also use this to go around the tractor to determine where is a good ground source and to find an active live circuit. The LCD screen will illuminate red or green when the proper source is found. We can also use the resistance test to check for sufficient ground sources. If a sufficient ground source is found, this will be shown as a 0.0 on the LCD screen. It can also be used to activate a circuit. Using the momentary switch on the tester, this can either supply a ground or power to the probe. For this example, I'm using the starter solenoid. Supplying a 12 volt source to the switching wire will enable the starter. Disconnecting the wire from the ignition switch, again the same process can be used. I can probe the connector to the switching wire for the solenoid. Supplying 12 volts again will power up that solenoid to enable the starter. Moving on to testing for a wire break. Turn the tester off and then connect the small red alligator clip to a wire you want to check. Then turn the tester into position 2. Now with the breaker tester, rotate the wheel on the side to the on position. You may need to select the sensitivity. The tip of the sensor must be held above the wire, not next to it. Then go along the wire and you'll be left with an audible sound where it's able to pick up a frequency that is being sent through that wire. If a break is found, then the audible sound will go quiet. You can see here when I go to one part of the connector, you can hear that audible sound. Then as I go past that connector, mimicking a wire break, the audible sound disappears. This is much better than having to pierce the wire to find a wire break where you do jeopardize its weather protection. Overall, I have to say this is a great tool to have for finding electrical faults. It provides a wide range of troubleshooting. You're able to activate different components, and it also has built-in protectors so you don't cause any damage. It can be used on tractors, vehicles, trailers, etc. Have you purchased this product in the past? Please be sure to share your experiences in the comments below. New videos released every week on my channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's a huge help to me, and if you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.